Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the channel. Hope you're all well. Hope you're keeping warm on a very cold day, and it's a very cold day at Ellen Road because we're at Ellen Road today for this game between Leeds United and Man United. Just looking at the pictures on the TV, and everyone's wrapped up with scarves and gloves, so it's a bitterly cold day, but it won't be cold on the pitch because it's a game between two fierce rivals. One that all Leeds fans will have been looking forward to when the fixtures were announced at the beginning of the season, and here it is. It's the only team that Leeds haven't played in this first half of the season, so this completes the first half of the fixtures. Teams have been announced, so let's take a look at those now. We'll start with Leeds. Daniel Farke's still gone for his 3-5-2. Which has been very successful since the second half of that game against Manchester City. So he starts off with Lucas Perry in goal. The back three of Bornau, who had a very good game against Liverpool, and he continues in his place today while injuries are keeping other players out. 15, the centre is Biol. Again, he had another good game against Liverpool. Strauch will play on the left-hand side of that back three. The two wing-backs will be James Justin again, who had, again, another good game, got some good reviews out of that game against Liverpool, so he continues. Goodmanson will play on the left-hand side. The middle three will be Aronson, Gruev and Stack because Captain Ampadu is suspended after picking up his fifth yellow card against Liverpool. It was a pretty soft one. I thought the referee was average against Liverpool, and booking Ampadu for a ball that bounced up and hit his arm was cruel, but that's the way it is. Calvert-Lewin's back in the starting lineup, and Okafor will play on the left-hand side. For Manchester United, Ruben Amorim's gone for a 3-4-2-1 formation, so it'll be Lamans in goal. Yoro, Heaven and Martinez will make up the back three. Diogo Dalot and Luke Shaw will be the wing-backs. Casemiro and Ugarte in the middle. Dogu and Cunha will play up front in support of Sesko. So that's the two starting lineups. We're about 10 minutes away from the kickoff, so the live chat is open. If you want to get into the live chat there and let us know what your thoughts are on this game today. Let us know what you think about the two teams, or if you just want to give us a score prediction, be interested to see what you think. Who starts off the favourites for this game? Manchester United, not the most consistent. Sometimes they can be very good and sometimes they can be poor. We just don't know what team is going to turn up at Ellen Road today, but there's one thing for certain: they'll get a game against Leeds because Leeds will be battling away, and they're full of confidence, full of goals, especially at home. They've scored, I think it's in the region of about 10 goals in the last 3 games, so can Manchester United keep them out? One thing Leeds have got to do is not let the occasion take hold of them and lose their heads. They've got to stick to the game plan, stick to how they've been playing, and hopefully the result will take care of itself. So let me know what you think. Just looking at games for later on. This is the only 12:30 kickoff, but there are other games later on, so let's just take a look at those. So 3 o'clock, there are 4 games kicking off. So Everton against Brentford, Fulham against Liverpool, Newcastle against Crystal Palace, and Tottenham against Sunderland. That should be a good game. That Sunderland are a good side. We all know that now. Tottenham, again, a bit iffy. But the big one at 5:30 is Man City against Chelsea. Man City will be looking to win that, having to keep on the heels of Arsenal, who won again last night. Chelsea without a manager at the moment. Who knows what Chelsea team is going to turn up there again. Very inconsistent. There are a couple of games in the Championship that have kicked off already. After 23 minutes, it's Birmingham City 2, Coventry 1. And Queen's Park Rangers 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0. Well, we'll keep an eye on those scores at half-time. The game between Sheffield United and Oxford has been postponed. I would imagine that'll be a frozen pitch. but we don't have to worry about that here today. So if you want to get involved in the chat, you can do by all means. We can discuss what your thoughts are before the game gets started. We've got about 6 or 7 minutes, so it won't be too long before the teams are in the tunnel and waiting to come out. Score predictions. I think it's going to be a close one. I think it's going to be a 2-1 for Leeds. I'm going for. I went for the draw against Liverpool last week. I went for the 2-2 draw. It was a 0-0, but I got it half right, and I'm going for a Leeds win today of 2-1. But if you think I'm wrong, let me know. Let me know what you think. If you're not a subscriber as well, please do become a subscriber. Hit the subscribe button at the bottom of the screen there. We're well over 200, pushing on to 250 now, but we can't do it without your help. It just helps the channel grow. We've got all sorts of plans for the channel when we really hit the big time, but we've got a few more subscribers to go yet before we can do that. But we can't do it without your help, so hit the subscribe button if you like what you're watching as well. Hit that like button and of course the notification bell. We've got plenty of games coming up during the next few weeks and months. I think there's a big game on Thursday as well. I think it's Arsenal and Liverpool, I think, off the top of my head. So that'll be one. Join us for that. Please do. Just make sure everything's okay. That's what I want to stop that noise from that. Yeah, if that subscribe disappear, I shall take it off. Yeah, I'm going to take it off if it doesn't go away. It's just to help people know that they need to subscribe, but the noise is as well. I wish I could mute it somehow. I'll take it off. There we go, it's off. So we're only less than 5 minutes away from the kickoff now. I'm just looking for the teams to be shown in the tunnel because they will be on the way out soon. Massive crowd there at Ellen Road. 37,000 the capacity, and you can't buy a ticket for love nor money there at Ellen Road at the moment. Good atmosphere. It's can Man United handle the atmosphere? They should be able to. Just have a quick look at the teams again before they do come out. So it's for Leeds, it's Perry in goal, Bornau, Biol, Strauch, Justin, Aronson, Gruev, Stack, Goodmanson, Calvert-Lewin and Okafor. And for Manchester United, it's Lamans, Yoro, Heaven, Martinez, Dallo, Casemiro, Ugarte, Shaw, Dogu, Cunha and Seshko. Both teams are now in the tunnel, so we're very close to kick-off now. In fact, they're both just on the way out. Strauch leading them out, so I would imagine he will be the captain for today now that Ampadu is missing. How much will Leeds miss Ampadu in midfield? We shall see. Just coming out onto the pitch to go through the usual preliminaries, shaking hands and lining up for photographs and what have you before we get underway. Leeds all in white today, the usual kit. Get a look at Manchester United in a moment, but I know they had the black shorts on, so probably the black shorts and white black shirts, I would imagine they'll be all in black possibly. Can't see with the training tops on at the moment. Leeds are just breaking away from the handshakes now. I'm just waiting to see what colours Manchester United are playing in. Can't see at the moment. While the graphics for the teams are still over the screen, I can't tell what colour Man United are playing in. Looks like Manchester United are in their normal kit, black shorts, red shirts. No clash of kits there, so that's the way it will be for this game. Two different formations, so we'll see how it goes. Leeds have been dominant in midfield and been very tight at the back. So the same, I suppose, for Manchester United. It's whether the forwards can break each other down. Leeds in their huddle now, as Man United are, before the kick-off gets underway. Calvert-Lewin doing the chat in the huddle there, while Pascal Struijk is in the centre circle with Martinez, who is the Manchester United captain for today, making his third start of the season after his bad injury. I think the smart thing was for Leeds, the way they are, was to turn around and play from right to left, because the sun is in the goalkeeper's eyes in that first half. They were just commenting on that during the pre-match build-up. Very difficult for defenders and goalkeeper to see balls coming across from the right-hand side, as it were. So I just thought I saw the referee saying, turn around. Wait to see, though. Referee Jared Gillett. He's all mic'd up. So Leeds have turned round, kicking from right to left. And Manchester United will get the kick-off. So can they take advantage of that sun in the goalkeeper's eyes in the first half here? Just waiting for the referee to give us the start, and then away we go. Goes all the way back to Lamans, and he goes long. Headed away by Biol. Goodmanson is in there. Headed forward by Dalot. Goodmanson again under pressure. Hacks it away high into the air and out for a throw to Manchester United. Dalot will take it. Casemiro loses the ball. Gruev gets it. A flick inside from Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and Aronson's away through the middle. Gets it to Okafor on this left-hand side, the near touchline. Aronson goes for the return ball, gets his cross in. It's blocked. Martinez who blocks it, and it's a throw to Leeds. And if Aronson was, if the captain was on, this would be a long throw. Goodmanson's going to take it instead. I don't know if he's got a long throw or not. With Ampadu not being there, we've lost something from our set pieces here, but in it comes again. Goodmanson does get it in there. It goes high in the air. Headed back to Goodmanson. Goes down the line looking for Gruev. Gruev wasn't looking for that, and it's been cleared away. Picked up again by Stack. Gruev back inside. Aronson gets in the way, but the ball goes loose and is cleared high into the air. It's going to be brought down by Bo now with the sun in his eyes. He had to wait for that to bounce and then turns and plays the ball forward. So Justin goes back to Bo now. Bo now on the right hand touchline, goes along, looking for Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin wins the ball, but it's loose ball is hooked away. Biol heads it away. Gruev even further. It's picked up by Aronson down the right hand side. Justin gets the ball, crosses it early, and it's a poor one. Long and high and out for a goal kick. Throw to Manchester United on the left-hand side. Fierce tackle that went in there. The crowd loved it. The referee thought it was okay. Throw into Man United. Hooked across for this right-hand side. Dalot immediately under pressure from Goodmanson. He tries to flick it over Goodmanson's head, but Goodmanson wins the ball. Dalot is close to him, and the pass is deflected out for a throw to Leeds. Goodmanson takes it high, long down the line, over the head of Calvert-Lewin, and then it's put all the way back to Lamans. Lamans lays the ball out. Martinez, Shaw under pressure, goes down. Free kick given. Free kick's taken. All the way to Heaven. Heaven gives it back to Lamans. Lamans left-footed into the air. Bouncing high, goes over the head of Bornau. Gruev does well to win it. Goodmanson, the deflection favours Cunha now down the right-hand side. He's got Strauch with him. Cunha battling with Strauch. The ball goes out and it's come off Cunha last, so it's a throw to Leeds, but it's deep inside their half. Over on the Leeds left and near side for us. Long throw down the line for Goodmanson. It's headed back in by Dalot. Gruev gets his head to it and helps it on its way. Dalot has the ball now. Goodmanson blocks his pass, goes out for the throw. And this is close enough for Dalot to be able to put a long throw in. As good as corners these now. You see them regular anywhere near that penalty area. And it comes now high into the area. Headed away by Calvert-Lewin. Headed back in. Zugarte. But it's over the bar and lands on the top of the net. Strauch has the ball now, gives it to Goodmanson on this near touchline. Back to Strauch. Strauch let the ball run away from him. Almost closed down by Dorgu, but Strauch gets the ball away eventually. High into the air. Aronson can't make that header. Strauch does. Strauch's going to get the ball a second time as it's played forward by Man United. Goodmanson can't keep the ball in and it's a throw. 100 miles an hour at the moment. There's no structure to this game at all. Tackles are flying in. No one's got any space or time on the ball whatsoever. And Dallow's going to take this again. He's a long way out for a long throw, but they're going to do it anyway. I can't imagine he's going to get this into the 6-yard box. And in fact, he goes back, all the way back to Martinez. And Martinez goes all the way back to Lamons from the halfway line. So it was a waste of space, really. Ball's high into the air now. Offside flag was up there, and as the ball bounced down to Cunha, he's hit it in with his right foot inside the left-hand post of Perry, but it's offside, and it's not going to be a goal. Chesko, he was one of them offside. There was a couple offside. Casemiro, and it's a great strike from the edge of the area by Cunha. Beal takes the free kick. Dallo plays the ball into midfield, tried to get it across quick towards Cunha. Bornau heads the ball away. In the back of Stack there, but the referee lets play go on. Man United win the ball back. Heaven has it on the halfway line. Tries to get it out to the right-hand side, but it's headed away by Justin. Calvert-Lewin with Calvert-Lewin. Heaven wins the ball. Out to the right-hand side. Dallo, bit of space in front of him. He's got Dogo now. He's cutting inside on his left foot. Spread across to the right by Casemiro, but it's a short ball that doesn't get there. Justin heads the ball away on the edge of his own area now. Turns and looks to go down the far touchline. He does, but it's picked up again by Casemiro. He lays it inside to Dogo. Cunha tries to play a ball back towards Dogo, but it's blocked. But Manchester United pick the loose ball up again. It's the number 15, Yoro. His ball is given away. Gruev gets it to Okafor now. He's got a chance to run. He cuts inside, lays it into the middle. Aronson got a chance of a shot. It's Dominic Calvert-Lewin is under pressure from Heaven there, and I don't know, it's a shot or a block that went over the bar, only just over the bar. Difficult to see with that sun. Might be able to see better from behind there. Good ball by Aronson. He had to take it quickly because Evan was diving in on him. With the outside of his right foot, he's just put it slightly over the bar. Lamons goes long. Biol wins the header. It's picked up in midfield by Gruev. Aronson then lays it out to Justin. Gruev goes back. Bornau spreads it to the left. Biol gives it back to Bornau on the far side, the right-hand side, just inside the Leeds half. Gruev comes short for it, back to Bornau. Bornau is going to go all the way back to Perry. Perry goes long. Calvert-Lewin wins the ball, but it doesn't get to a Leeds player, and Manchester United clear it away. Dallo goes long. Looking for the run of Seska. Can't get there, though. Goes all the way back to Perry and drives it long. Calvert-Lewin's going to chase this one down, and Lamens out his area, clears it away. Header is put back in by James Justin. Aronson now slides in with Shaw. Ball comes out to Justin. Got a chance to put a cross in if he wants to. It's a low one. It's headed away by Martinez. And it's going to go out for a throw to Leeds, is it? No, it's kept in. Recycled to Bornau on the halfway line. Spreads it left to Biol. Comes back to Biol from Gruev. Back to Bornau. Bornau goes down the line. Aronson plays it inside. It's James Justin now. He's got a bit of space to come back inside, creating the space himself there. Goes to Bornau. Bornau going down that far touchline. There's the ball into Calvert-Lewin. He smedgely spreads it out to the right to Aronson. Can Aronson keep it in? just not quite. Goes out for a goal kick. Only just. Crowd wasn't happy with that decision. It was very, very close, but goal kick is given. Alex Ferguson's there, as you would expect. Lamans is going to take the goal kick eventually. Right down the middle. Headed into the air by Stack. Stack is going to go up for the second ball. Gruev wins it. Down the line to Okafor. Okafor's pass is picked up by Casemiro. Goes long. Dogo now into the box. Has to retrieve it and goes out to the corner flag. In fact, it's been given as offside. So Manchester United looking for those long balls over the top of the Leeds defence when they can. Strauch leaves this free kick to Perry. 13 minutes gone. It's been very tight so far. Perry goes long. High into the air. Calvert-Lewin wins the header, but his head-on doesn't reach a Leeds player. Aronson back into Okafor. It was a good flick. Almost came to Calvert-Lewin. I think Calvert-Lewin was offside anyway because there's an offside being given. Nice little flick as Okafor was tucking inside there rather than being out to the left-hand side. Martinez gives it to Luke Shaw, comes inside, but it's been picked off. But then the pass by Stack fell at Luke Shaw's feet again, and now it comes out to the right-hand side to Heaven. Ball comes inside from Dallo. Casemiro spreads it left. Can Shaw keep the ball in? It can, just. And then his cross comes into the middle. It's Cunha, just in the box, close to the goal line. Gives it back to Shaw. Shaw runs into Aronson and nothing given. Agate gets in on Aronson and makes a good tackle. Gives the throw to Leeds, but it's broke up Leeds' counter-attack there. Ball now goes long. Headed on. Stack heads the ball into the air. Aronson didn't know where it was. It's down that right-hand side now. Calvert-Lewin looks to play a long diagonal ball, but it hits the defender and goes out for a throw to Leeds. Gruev forcing ball now back. And all the way back to Perry. Perry immediately spreads it to the left to Strauch. Strauch had Gruev in support. He's got Goodmanson in support. Gets it back to Strauch. And he goes back to Perry. Perry's been closed down. It's a close one there. It's Cunha who's closing him down. His clearance doesn't go very far and it's picked up in midfield by Manchester United. Try and play a ball inside. It's good covering by Biol as the shot was coming in from Cunha. Deflected high in the air and out to the right-hand side, picked up by Dallo. Dallo inside. Casemiro tries to play another ball through, but that's blocked. A second shot is blocked again by Leeds on the edge of the area. Martinez puts the ball in this time. It's too long and it's easily caught by Perry. Perry overarm, a long throw, looking for Calvert-Lewin straight away, but he's beaten to it by, I think that was Yoro that time. Heaven has it now, just short of the halfway line. Central. Plays the ball inside. It's immediately played to Cunha. Back inside from Cunha. He's brought down, is he? No. Stack with the tackle. The referee's happy with it, and play goes on. It's flicked on to Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin's brought down by Heaven. That is a free kick, just short of the halfway line. Yeah, and Calvert-Lewin's back there. Definite free kick. Ball goes out to the right-hand side. It's Bo now coming forward now. Gives it to James Justin, who's in front of him. Aronson comes short for it, tucks inside. Tries to play a little ball through to the edge of the box. And then in his eagerness to win the ball back, he brings the defender down. Ugarte, there's not a great deal in that, but it is a foul. And the free kick is given, taken short. Leeds putting the squeeze on, but Manchester United going around them, but then they're giving the poor ball away. The deflection from the ball from Leeds favoured Manchester United, but then Biol gets in on the halfway line. His clearance goes out on the right-hand side for Manchester United, out for a throw, but it's deep in the Manchester United area. Dalot being told to go back by the referee before he can take his throw. Throwing, headed on. Ugarte headed the ball on. It's spread left to Shaw. Comes forward, but then checks inside and gives it to... It's difficult to see who the players are when they're in that sunlit bit there. It's very, very bright. I think that's Martinez on the halfway line. Goes out to the left. Goes all the way back to Heaven now. Heaven's got Euro outside him. Euro, not Euro. Martinez again. Comes back to Martinez. Gives it to Heaven. He's deep in his own half. Approaching the halfway line now before gets a pressure on him. Ball spread out to the right-hand side, looking for the overlap of Luke Shaw. But Justin got in there. Give it back to Perry. Perry hit it first time. Looking to get it towards Calvert-Lewin, who's making a nuisance of himself, and Leeds have the ball now. Back with Bo now, though, being forced back towards the goalkeeper, Perry. Perry again looking long. Euro picks up the ball, goes all the way back to Lamans, and then Lamans plays it forward. Biol wins the ball. Strauch gives it to Goodmanson. Goodmanson plays the ball down the line for Okafor on the edge of the box. Well done by Euro there, just got his foot in there. Goodmanson's cross goes high up to the back post, and Shaw got the ball away. It's hit again. Heaven gets the ball away. The second ball in is volleyed away by Martinez. Aronson battling for the ball on the far side, right next to the touchline. Can't keep it in. Throw to Manchester United. Great run by Okafor there. Kept himself onside, and Euro did so well just to take it off his toe end when he was about to cut back inside. And at the back post, it's a great header away by Shaw. Great clearing header. Throw's taken. Heaven to Euro now. Plays inside to Ugarte. Casemiro. Plays it into Sesko. Sesko gets out to Ugarte. Cuts inside. Dalot. Martinez. Here's one from just outside the box. Hits Stack. Goes high in the air. Thought there was... James Justin was trying to keep the ball in there, but it took a bounce just before he could get to it and went high in the air over his head and out for a corner. Looks like Cunha is going to go across to that left-hand side to take this corner. Getting a lot of stick from the Leeds crowd. It's going to be a right-footed in-swinger. In it comes now, right under the bar there. But Perry was foul. The whistle goes, and it's a free kick. And there's one thing for certain, that Manchester United haven't allowed themselves to be dominated by Leeds so far. They've given as good as they've got. In fact, probably just a little bit better. They have had the ball in the back of the net, but it was an offside goal. Just waiting for this goal kick to the free kick to be taken. Let's try to flick it on. Does Gruev? Can't do it. Biol does well to step in and break up that attack. Is hit after the ball is played forward. Ugarte whining at the referee, but the free kick is given just on the halfway line, very central. Strauch has it now. He goes all the way back to Perry. Perry gives it back to Strauch on his left foot. He gives it inside to Goodmanson. Gruev lays it down the line. Okafor is beaten to it, but Gruev wins the ball. Okafor comes away now through the middle. He's got a chance to run at the edge of the box. He's got... It was Justin. Took it into the box. Evan had a right swing at Justin there and just got a touch to it. It's a corner to Leeds anyway. Stack goes across to the right-hand side to take this, a right-footed in-swinger. A right-footed away swinger. And it comes now. Flicked on. Was there a handball there? I think the ball... I think it did it. Shesko's hand, but it was kicked up at him rather than... I think the referee said that there's going to be a VAR check on this handball, but I don't think there's... In fact, he's just said no, nothing. No, it was nothing there. It was Shesko. Came off his thigh onto the arm, and would have been very unfortunate if that had been given as a penalty. The goal kick's been taken now anyway. Lamans goes long down the right-hand side. Header is won by Strauch. It's going to be picked up in the centre circle though. It's Cunha was coming through and he's fouled, was he? No, he's not happy about that. Leeds take the ball off him. Justin to Bornau. Back to Justin. Ball inside if he wanted to Gruev, but he didn't get it. Bornau has it now. He's been closed down by Shesko. Shesko deflects the ball out for a throw to Leeds. Over on the far side, the Leeds right. It's halfway inside the Leeds half. Bornau goes with the throw down the line. Flicked on by Justin, but Manchester United picked the loose ball up. Casemiro. Dalot gets the ball down the line, but Strauch read that. Plays the ball down the line for Okafor to chase. He's with Yoro. Yoro turns and puts it... Well, he tried to pull it down the line for Dalot, but his pass goes out for a throw to Leeds. Goodmanson takes it quickly, gives it to Aronson. Aronson back to Strauch onto the halfway line where Biol will take the ball on. Moving across to the right-hand side. Plays the ball to Justin. Justin gives it to Gruev in the centre circle. Comes across to left. Strauch in support. Goodmanson immediately gives it back to Gruev. Into Okafor, just on the edge of the area.
Aronson takes it on and he's fouled, is he? No, he did go down. The referee's having none of it. Play goes on. Gruev comes sliding in and missed it. It's a good job he did miss it as well. Bo now wins the header. Long pass in the inside right position, looking for the run of Dogo, but it was a good 30 yards in front of him, and he gave up the run before he even thought about chasing it. Gruev gives it to Aronson in the centre circle, drifting across to the left. Checks and goes back to the right, gives it to Biol, just on the halfway line now. Plays the ball in the inside right position, looking for the run of Calvert-Lewin, but James Justin picks the ball up, gives it to Aronson. Then Stack gives it to Gruev. To the left-hand side. Given to Goodmanson. Goodmanson gives it to Okafor, goes for the return. Okafor turns and comes inside himself. He's got two men with him and can't win the ball. And then barges Casemiro over in his eagerness to win the ball back. And the free kick is given. Moved out to the right. Dalot into the centre. Helped on by Dogu. Cunha's not going to make that as it runs into the area. Down the line. Long one. Looking for the run of Calvert-Lewin. Evans close to him. Plays the ball out for a throw. 15 yards inside the Manchester United half there. Leeds get the throw. Given to Stack. Back to Bornau. Bornau to Biol. Gruev now can turn. Gives it to Strauch. Goodmanson immediately under pressure. Gruev helps it on. Okafor goes down under the pressure from Yoro. Referee doesn't give anything. Okafor's not too impressed with that. Yoro goes back to Martinez, and Martinez is going to go the way back to Lamans. Lamans goes high again. Sesko won that one above Biol. Dalot gives it to Cunha, back to Dalot. To Casemiro. Casemiro goes back to Heaven. Heaven gives it to Martinez, back to Heaven in the centre circle, lays it forward to Cunha. Yoro gives it to Dalot on the right. Cuts in, then gives it to Dogu. Dogu on his left foot, chips one into the box. It's a good one as well. Dalot. But Biol tracked the run and his cross was blocked by Biol at the expense of a corner, but it's good defending by Leeds there. But it was a good ball, a run that wasn't picked up by Stack. It should have been. It was his man that he let run past him, but Biol was covering. Luke Shaw comes over to this right-hand side. He's going to take a left-footed in-swinger. In it comes to the far post. It's headed away by Bornau. It's picked up again. Martinez pulls it back to Dalot. In the box, he's leaning back and scoops it over the bar. Not just a little bit over the bar, a long way over the bar. "30 minutes gone and no team dominating the game. Manchester United having the better of it so far." Referee wants that goal kick taken again. I think he said that the Manchester United players are inside the box. Strout gives it to Perry. Perry goes long, looking for Calvert-Lewin. Martinez wins the header. Headers are up. Well played by Aronson. Coming through the middle now. He won the ball back. He has a shot from outside the box, and it's a scuffed one that he drags left of the post. Good run from Aronson, though. He won the ball back in the centre circle. Then it opened up in front of him. He's just a final shot there. Did open up for him, but scuffed wide in the end. Manchester United slowing the game down here. This goal kick from Lamans is taking an eternity. And then he picks the ball up and he's going to get a yellow card for delay of game, is he? The whistle went from the referee, but you're only allowed so many seconds to take it. And he took an eternity there. Ball goes back to Lemons now. He's hits it high into the air. Strauch was underneath it. Stack helps the ball up. Aronson wins the header. It's a good header as well. Okafor inside to Aronson. Aronson, his pass was picked off. Manchester United tried to hit Leeds on the break again. And Sesko to Biol there. And Biol did well. And then there's a push in the back on James Justin. Now Luke Shaw. And the free kick is given. Great play by Biol, who seems to have settled into this Leeds side now. I think this formation seems to suit him after a bit of an iffy start. I think it's fair to be said. But he's looking solid now, is Biol. Biol has the ball again now. His ball into the middle is straight at Calvert-Lewin to his feet, and Calvert-Lewin can turn and lay the ball out to the left, and is brought down by Ugarte, or is it Dogu? And Dogu's going to get a yellow card. Unfortunate for Leeds there, because they had a great chance. Calvert-Lewin had turned and got the ball out. First booking of the game. So it's the free kick to Leeds. Still in the centre circle, but it's in the Manchester United half, but it's very central. There's no angle for this. Stack takes it. In it goes, headed back in by Strauch. And James Justin was almost in there. Crowd baying for a penalty when Martinez pulled him down. It's going to be a VAR check here. Strauch won the header. Looks like James Justin may have just been offside anyway. So if there is a foul here, I didn't see that really. It's been waved away quickly. Now it's going to be a long throw from Goodmanson on this left-hand side. And it comes now. Flicked on, edge of the box. It's out. James Justin plays it back in. Ball now is Calvert-Lewin. Picked up by Aronson. Lays it back. Cross comes in again. It's a great one. And Leeds have hit the post from Calvert-Lewin's header. Hits the post. Leeds still attacking. Goodmanson left on the floor by Yoro there. So unfortunate by Calvert-Lewin. It was a great cross. And he gets in front of his man. Free header. And the form that Calvert-Lewin is, he had a free header. He really ought to have put that in the back of the net, but it's unfortunate for Leeds. Still 0-0. Ace of Base says, come on, Manchester United. Goes back to Heaven. Heaven twisting and turning. Gets it out to Dallo. Dallo plays it forward, but Biol wins the header. It's flicked inside by Goodmanson. Ugarte gets in front of Aronson, lays it out to the left to Luke Shaw. Martinez. Casemiro to Heaven. Heaven under pressure, gets out to Yoro. Dallo plays the ball inside. It's picked off though. It's a loose ball by Leeds, and Biol will lay it all the way back to Perry. Perry immediately gives it to Bornau. Bornau under pressure from Cunha, goes back to Perry. Back to Bornau now, who's moved out wide. Bit of space for him here. Played inside to Aronson. Aronson turns and comes inside. He's having a good game, Aronson, so far. Stack now. Plays it inside. James Justin gets it back to Bornau and he gives it to Biol. Leeds just 5 minutes, just dominated the ball. Ball goes forward looking for Calvert-Lewin, but it's over his head. Dalot goes down the line. Cunha goes down a bit easy, I thought there. Biol is penalised and the free kick is given just on the halfway line. Martinez plays the ball into Cunha. Cunha's under pressure. Bornau wins the ball, puts it high in the air, brought down by Martinez. Steps in between two Leeds players, gives it to Casemiro. Casemiro comes across to Heaven. Then Yoro coming across to the near side. Dalot gets the ball inside. Sesko, little back flick. Lucky that it came back to him. Casemiro now gets eventually to show it wasn't meant for him and he had to come back for it. Slowed the attack down a bit. Ugarte now. He comes back across to Yoro. He plays the ball inside. Dalot. Yoro now. It's come out to the left-hand side. Dogu's cross is cut out by Strauch. And it comes out to Casemiro. Okafor putting some pressure on Heaven. Heaven gets away from him though. Goes out to Martinez on the far side. He chips the ball forward. So over the heft of Bornau. Luke Shaw has it now. Cunha. All the way through across the 6-yard box. And Goodmanson turns it away for a corner as Dogu was closing him. Corner on the right-hand side for Manchester United. Then Luke Shaw again with a left-footed in-swinger. A lot of pushing going on. In it comes now. It's a very deep onto the back post. It's, Casemiro gets his header and it was flicked on right in front of Perry. And Perry still managed to be able to touch it over the bar. It's a good save by Perry. Casemiro, did it come off Yoro? Yoro got a flick on. And Perry managed to get above him because he was right in front there. It's a good touch over the bar because his reactions didn't have much time to see that ball. Kept it out, Perry. Corner again from the same side, and it comes again. It's headed away, pushed away. And Cunha with a ball on the edge of the box with a side foot volley that goes over the bar. Didn't have time to let it come down. He had to hit it first time. Couldn't keep it down. Leeds are not dealing with these set pieces very well at the moment. 5 minutes to go till half time. Both teams have come close, but it's still 0-0. High into the Calvert-Lewin goes down. Referee's having none of it. Strauch wins the ball, puts it into the touch. It's a throw. Daniel Farker not happy with that. It's taken quickly. Given to Sesko. It's behind Dalot, but he gets it to Casemiro. Out to Martinez. Martinez has got a lot of space on that left-hand side now. Coming forward down the Leeds left, the Leeds right. Luke Shaw gets the ball. Hugging the touchline. He's forced back to Martinez. Back to Martinez again. Puts the ball into the box. It's headed away by Strauch. On the edge of the box is a shot by Casemiro, but it's blocked and it all the way back to Heaven. back in his own half. Heaven now. Left-footed, chips the ball forward. Looking for Cunha. Biol won the header. Dogo gives it to Casemiro. He spreads it left to Shaw. His cross is blocked by Justin, and Stack comes away with the ball now. Justin continues his run down the right-hand side. Shaw is with him. Justin's going to go for the touchline, is he? For the goal line, and wins the corner. It's a great run by Justin. Remains on the floor. It's well defended by Shaw. He tracked back with James Justin. I think Luke Shaw fell on him after the challenge. Yeah, I'll feel that will Justin. I imagine he'll get up after that one, but at the moment he's still down. What's the linesman doing? Helping a player up who's injured? What is he doing? He's not a physio. He doesn't know whether that player's injured or not. He's got his arm, pulled him up. Anyway, the result is a stacked corner. It's going to be a right-footed away swinger for this one. And it comes, headed away at the near post. It's not the best of ones. It's chipped back in again by Justin. Gruev's going to pick this loose ball up and he lays it back to the halfway line. Goodmanson looking for a ball diagonal to the right-hand side. It's headed back in and then hooked away. Goodmanson's going to pick the ball up again and he's going to be under pressure to play it all the way back to Perry. Perry then, what he was trying to do, I don't know, chip a ball over the head. But he's given a throwaway and deep inside the Leeds half as well. Luke Shaw has the ball now. He gives it to Martinez. Manchester United just slowing the play down a touch here. Martinez pointing to where he wanted the ball put in, but there was no man there. Heaven gives it to Yoro, coming across to the right-hand side. Gives it to Dalot. Ugarte swaps passes with Dalot. Ends up back with Yoro. Heaven to Martinez, centre circle, chips the ball long and forward. It's aimed at Chesko, but it's gone over his head, and it's an easy one for Perry. Into the last minute. Looks like Leeds are going to do the same as Manchester United. They're going to be settling for 0-0 at half-time. A throw, not a kick, is headed on by Calvert-Lewin. Okafor couldn't get there. Aronson puts pressure on Lamans. He goes long. Ball's flicked on by Chesko. Flicked inside. Yoro now. He's got a chance to hit one. He's dragged it wide. That right post, as Perry's diving across it, is 2 or 3 yards wide. I think the ball just ran away from Yoro a bit on his left foot, and he was trying to drag his shot rather than having it right in front of him. Yeah, it's just got away from him. Just ran away from him a bit there. One minute of added time, and that's almost up anyway. Perry will take this goal kick, and then I would imagine that'll be it for this first half. In the air it goes, and that is it. The referee blows the whistle for half-time, and it's 0-0. Pretty even game if it's all said and done. Leeds have hit the post. Manchester United have had the ball in the back of the net from an offside goal, and Perry's made a good save from a Euro header from a corner. But there hasn't been a great deal of structure to this game. Both teams have huffed and puffed and cancelled each other out, and as a result, not the greatest of games so far, but 0-0 at half-time. All to play for in the second half. Let us know what you think. Get your comments in the chat so far. Nice to see Ace of Bays putting some comments in. Amazing job. Thank you very much, Ace of Bays. Appreciate your support. See you later on, buddy. Let's take a look at the stats so far, shall we? Let's just take a look at the 2 matches in the Championship that are going on so far. At the 60-minute mark, it's Birmingham 2, Coventry 1, so the leaders are behind. And Queen's Park Rangers are still a goal ahead against Sheffield Wednesday. We'll just concentrate on this game for the moment. Let's just look at the half-time stats and just see how they line out, because I would imagine it's pretty even, to be honest. So Manchester United have slightly edged the possession, 54% to 46%. So there's not a great deal in that. Expected goals, Manchester United just edging that. 0.32 to Leeds, 0.67 to Manchester United. 4 shots for Leeds, 10 for Manchester United. Only 1 on target though. That was the header from Euro. None on target for Leeds, even though they have hit the post. It doesn't count as a shot on target. Touches in the opposition box. Manchester United 12 to Leeds is 8. Lamans hasn't had a save to make yet, and Perry just that one that he tipped over the bar. Aerial duels, 13 Leeds win to 9 Manchester United, so they've just about edged that. But you can see overall Man United just edging that first half, but they haven't scored a goal, neither have Leeds, and it's 0-0. Now's your chance to get your comments in regarding this first half that you've seen so far, and there's not been a great deal of goal action to it. It's all been pretty frenetic, if the truth is known, but it's all to play for in the second half. If you've got a prediction for the final score in this game, I'd like to see what you think now. I said 2-1 to Leeds. That is still on, but Leeds haven't dominated the play that you would have expected them to do at Ellen Road. Manchester United have matched them, and that's to their credit. But let me know what you think. If you've got a comment, let us know. It'd be interesting to see what people think of that first half. I guess there'll be varying opinions, but it's all to play for in the second half. If you're not a subscriber, please do become a subscriber. Hit that like button and notification as well. There's plenty of games for us to live stream. I'm just going to take a look at when the next one is. That I think it's Thursday. Yeah, on Thursday it's Arsenal-Liverpool. Certainly we'll be doing that at 8 o'clock kickoff. So if you can join us for that, great. Hit the notification bell if you want to be given the heads up regarding that one. And then looking further afield to the next weekend, which is the FA Cup 3rd round. I don't know which one to pick out there. I mean, a good game is Everton-Sunderland. Quite like the look of that game. Looking further down, Newcastle against Bournemouth. That's another good game there. I haven't made my mind up yet, but if you hit that notification bell, you will get told which FA Cup game I'm going to do, but I'm not quite sure yet. Next Sunday, if you can join us next Sunday for the FA Cup 3rd round game, 12 o'clock kickoff between Derby County and Leeds. Be nice to see you for that one. But for the moment, we concentrate on this game. Nil-nil at half-time. How would that affect the tables? A point each isn't really much good for either side. If we look at Manchester United, they would be into the last of the European spots, but there would only be a point above Chelsea and a couple of points above Sunderland, and they've got to play later on. And if either of those teams win, they would go above Manchester United. So a point is not much use to them. To Leeds, again, a point is better than nothing. Results went the way of Leeds yesterday with Forest losing, West Ham losing and Burnley losing. So a point would just open up a bit further gap. It would take the gap between West Ham in 18th and Leeds in 16th to 8 points. But if they could get the extra 2 points by beating Manchester United today, they would actually go above Bournemouth, who were beaten yesterday, and into 15th position. And what a result that would be. And of course, beating Manchester United again. It's a pity that Calvert-Lewin's header didn't go in when he hit the post. Don't like to be super critical about Calvert-Lewin because he's in such a good run at the moment, but he was at the near post on the 6-yard box, a free header, and he ought to have really done better, but I don't like to be too critical of him. A great save by Perry there. And if one of Leeds' failings is that they haven't marked very well from set pieces, and that was the same there. Yoro, his header was touched over by Perry, and it was a good save. But Casemiro had the original header on the 6-yard box, and James Justin had let him run away from him and got a free header in, and that's got to be watched. It's only slight little things, but they do count at the end of the day. We're just waiting for the second half to start. I want to get it going underway, but no one wants to give me a score prediction. Several games later on today. That will include Everton against Brentford at 3 o'clock, Fulham against Liverpool, Newcastle against Crystal Palace and Tottenham against Sunderland, which should be a good game, that one. But the top game and the 5:30 kickoff is Manchester City against Chelsea. Chelsea be desperate for a win after losing their manager because of poor results. They haven't got a manager in place yet, but they've got their work cut out against Man City, who are in a good run of form at the moment and are trying to hang on to the coattails of Arsenal, so they need a win today. They can't afford to drop further points behind Arsenal because they're going to be cutting themselves adrift. So that'll be a good game later. Thank you to Haysey, who's done full support. It's nice to see you supporting the channel. And her prediction is 1-0 to Leeds. Well, let's hope so. Could do with a win, Leeds, today. Keep their good run going against the old enemy. Something smells nice here. Good job we ain't got smell-o-vision because chicken curry smells nice here, making me feel hungry. I think I'm going to be tucking into that after this game. Team's still not out yet. It's still at the break, but I would imagine it won't be far away. So I've said 2-1 to Leeds. Hey Sai, C-Y, I think that is. Thinks Leeds are going to win 1-0. So that's two of us going for Leeds. If anybody else has got a score prediction for this one, let us know. Would you make any substitutes at half-time? I think it's too tight to do any at the moment for both sides. I don't think Manchester United will do. They've just edged that first half. Let's see how Leeds react in this second half now that the manager will have a chance to get his troops in that dressing room and give them a few words of advice. Hopefully Leeds will be able to get themselves back into this game, begin to dominate things. I don't think Leeds have dominated as well as you would have expected at Elland Road with that crowd behind them. The crowd's gone a little bit quiet, but the second half, if Leeds can get going, get that crowd behind them. Don't forget, if you're not a subscriber, please become a subscriber. Hit that like button and the notification bell. Still waiting for the teams to come out in this second half. You're not missing anything. Still that advertisements. The teams are obviously not out at the moment. Excuse me. Coverage not on yet. It's still advertising the Leicester Saracens game, but we're back on now, and Manchester United are just coming out the tunnel, so we're not far off a restart. JSY Talks Football says, come on you Leeds. I couldn't agree more. Come on Leeds. Great chance to open a huge gap between ourselves and West Ham in that third relegation zone. How many points do we need to avoid relegation? 32? Some were saying 40. Do we need that many? If we get into the 30s, does that secure us? Let me know what you think. Marching on together. Come on, Leeds. Second half about to get underway. Don't look like there's been any substitutions for the second half. Leeds are going to kick off, kicking from left to right in this second half. Away we go. Back to Perry and then driven long. Heaven goes up, but his head has misplaced it. Actually went behind him, and James Justin gets a crossing from wide out. It's high in the air. Lamans is going underneath it. He's dropped the ball, but luckily it dropped in front of him, and he could gather it back up a second time. He rolls the ball out to Martinez, and Martinez, left-footed, goes down the centre, but it's won by Beal. Referee allows advantages. Bo now gets the ball out. Okafor comes inside, gives it to Stack. Stack to Justin. Justin puts a cross in. It's headed away by Heaven. Ball's sliced out to Aronson. Aronson to Stack, who's gone down the line. Holding the ball up. Gets it back to Aronson. Aronson then goes back to Beal. Beal gives it to Stack, and then Stack gets it into the centre circle where Stauk will give it to Beal. Beal gives it to Aronson. Aronson plays it into Justin. Tries to get it back down the line. Sesko and Cunha between them, sorting it out. Over the head. Gruev wins the header. Gets it back to Aronson. Aronson gives it to Justin. Justin gives it to Beal. It goes out to the left-hand side. Goodmanson plays the ball to Okafor. Okafor is going to take Euro on and runs past him quite easily, actually. And then Heaven has to come across and concede the throw right next to the corner flag. Okafor just waving his hands at the crowd, trying to get the crowd involved in this. This is where we miss Ampadu for the throw, but Goodmanson's got just as good a throw. So it's going to be a long one from that left-hand side. In it comes now. Up in the air, it bounces once, twice, and over everybody. Even over the back where Calvert-Lewin was. It's hooked away. James Justin couldn't deal with a bouncing ball, and Manchester United have picked the ball up on the halfway line. Goes through to Cunha from Sesko. Sesko goes back to Ugarte. Now to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw plays it back to Martinez, and Martinez goes across to Heaven. Heaven goes one way, then gives it out to Yoro on the right-hand side. And it goes out to Dallo. Casemiro in the centre, gives it to Heaven. Heaven comes across to Martinez. Leeds squeezing with Aronson, but they've picked a pass out, and it comes out to the left to Shaw. Shaw plays it inside. Cunha tries to flick a little ball inside, but it's picked up by Stack. Aronson looking for a ball forward, but he didn't have anybody there, so he has to go back to Bo now. Out to the left-hand side. Goodmanson coming forward. Has to check back. Strauk. Gruev. Beal. Bo now on the right-hand side. Nobody down the line, so he has to come back inside to Stack and goes back to Bo now. And back to Beal. Beal all the way back to Perry. Gruev comes short for it. He gives it to Strauk. Goodmanson down the line. Okafor can't make it. Ball goes through to Heaven. He gives it to Lamans. Lamans left-footed, drives it long and high. Bo now wins the header. And Sesko was offside. Challenging for that ball with Bo now. Free kick's given. Stack now gives it to Bo now. Cunha putting the pressure on. He has to go back to Stack. Then to Beal. Strauk gives it inside to Gruev, who comes out to Beal again. He goes long, looking for Calvert-Lewin. It's over the head of everybody. Aronson's coming across, and Yoro's across. Clears it for a throw, but it's almost next to the corner flag on the Leeds right-hand side for Manchester United's corner flag. Almost got in with that ball over the top, looking for the headed flick on from Calvert-Lewin there. Goodmanson's going to take this one. He's had to come all the way from the left-hand side to the right-hand side to take it. Referee's whistle goes. And it comes now, high into the air. Almost flicked on. It's going to come back. Gudmundsson shot at the near post, left-footed, is saved by Lammens. Pushed it round his post at the expense of a corner again. Got his body right behind it. It was going in. Not the cleanest of shots, but he did get it on target. Result is a corner from Stack. He's going to be a right-footed away swinger. In it comes now. Headed away by Casemiro. And Manchester United are on the break now as Gruev missed his clearance. Ugarte, Dogu now. Aronson, good pace, but still Dogu. There's it to the edge of the box. Ugarte, and he has a shot, falling back as he has a shot, and he's screwed it wide of that right-hand post, quite a long way wide. It's Gruev who missed his shot at the edge of the box, and Manchester United cleared. And Aronson then just didn't have the strength to be able to hold Dogu off. Ugarte's shot was well wide in the end. Ball's cleared. Ball now wins the header. Ball was looking for Calvert-Lewin, but it's put out, and it's a throw to Leeds on this near side. Flicked on by James Justin. Aronson putting pressure on Casemiro. Goes out to Yoro. Dalot. Long. Almost picked up by Aronson as the ball was headed back. It was a poor header. But Manchester United clean it up. Martinez now slows the game down. Gives it to Cunha. Back to Martinez. Walking pace now for Manchester United. Cunha. Got Bono with him. Bono just shoves him off the ball. Cunha's into the box now as he shoved James Justin out, but the ball's going to come out to the left-hand side again. Shaw back onto his right foot, which is not his favourite foot. Casemiro now outside of his foot puts one in. It's a ball that came into Sesko on the 6-yard box, and he's headed it miles wide. He was well offside as it was anyway, and the flag did go up, but he's got to hit that on target. Surely he's an attacker. It's a poor header. Yeah, it was a good yard offside, but I mean, he didn't even get it on target within 6 yards of the goal. Leeds crowd just coming to life now. It's getting louder in that pitch. The referee's having a word with Perry for some reason. Maybe didn't have the ball placed just inside the 6-yard box. Perry about to take this goal kick eventually. Long one, high in the air. Casemiro beats Calvert-Lewin, but it's out to the left-hand side. So Okafor is into the box. He's gone round. He's got his cross in, but it's been blocked. And it's another corner. Okafor showing his pace down there. Yoro did well to stay with him at the expense of a corner. It was Stack who got it to Okafor. And he went round Yoro and cut in. And Yoro did well to get back. But it's well done by Okafor. Corner on the Leeds left. Guess it's Stack who's going to be taking this. A right-footed in-swinger this time. Everybody's up there. Biol, Bono. And it comes now to the back post. Oh, it goes off on the top of everybody. I don't even know whether the Lammens got a touch on it, did he or not? And is it a corner on the opposite side for Leeds? Yeah, he did. He just got a touch of it. And good job he did. Because Bono was, it wasn't Bono, it was Calvert-Lewin at the back post would have had a free header into the net. What I thought was a fluffed touch by the goalkeeper, and turned out that it was a very good one. A lot of pushing going on. The referee's going to have a word with them. Calvert-Lewin, Casemiro getting involved. There's a lot of pushing going on both sides, and it was only Calvert-Lewin that was spoken to. In it comes again now. Headed away, picked up by Aronson on the edge of the box. He lays it back to James Justin. He gets it across to Stack. Stack puts a cross in again. Headed away by Shaw. Helped on by Casemiro. Cunha then hooks it down the line, high into the air. It's won by Biol. Stack then, there's a handball there. The referee's not giving it though, but still a throw to Leeds. Cunha goes into the crowd. Didn't see anything wrong with it. It was just two players battling for the ball. Stack and Cunha. They're both working hard for it. And what happened was that Cunha tried to stop James Justin from getting the ball to take a quick throw. Aronson now has the ball. Heaven. Aronson gets the ball. Goes round Heaven. But his ball control wasn't the best, and Lamons was off his line quickly to get that ball off Aronson. Martinez gives it to Shaw. Closed down quickly, Shaw. He has to go back. It's flicked forward. Biol's beaten to it by Sesko, but the ball's headed forward again. Aronson wins that header. Heaven gets it away. Dogu went down, nothing there. Ugarte battling hard. Too hard. Fouls Goodmanson, and the free kick's given. Dallo it was. Pulls him over. Marching on together, reverberates around Ellen Road, trying to get right behind Leeds, this crowd. Leeds are having better of the second half so far, and the crowd realising it and trying to get behind Leeds. The free kick to Leeds is just a yard or two inside the Liverpool. The Manchester United half, it's over on the far side, just a few yards in from that left-hand touchline. Goodmanson gets back to his feet gingerly, limping on that left ankle. Strauch's going to take this free kick. And it comes now, diagonal across to the right-hand side. Luke Shaw's header is out, but it's picked up by Stack. He tries to get Bono in, pushes him wide. His cross comes in. Aronson barged in the back, but there's nothing there, I don't think. He did go down a bit. Foot in from Justin, gets the ball away from, I think it was probably Cunha, but it's gone out for a throw. Shaw's going to take this. Goes down the line. Out for the throw to Leeds. No. It's been given to Manchester United. Manchester United just slowing the game there. Eddie Gray in the crowd. It's a foul there. It must have been a foul. Bono heads the ball on. Gruev gets in there, but he can't keep the ball in. Aronson can't keep the ball in. On the halfway line, it's a throw to Manchester United. Luke Shaw's going to take this. Headed forward by James Justin. Sesko under pressure. Stack wins the ball. And goes all the way back to Perry. Perry first time high into the air. Calvert-Lewin tries to get underneath it, can't manage it. Casemiro heads the ball forward. Stack wins the header. Gruev tries to head it out to the left for Goodmanson. Goodmanson does actually win it. Dalot, using his strength, gets the ball to Casemiro though. Dogu. Strauch wins the ball back again the second time. Goodmanson looking for Calvert-Lewin. It's high in the air. Calvert-Lewin can't win the ball as it comes down. Hooked forward by Martinez. Strauch is chasing the ball down the line. Hooks it out. Goodmanson can't keep the ball in and it goes out for a throw to Manchester United. Over on the far side. Heaven has the ball now. Martinez back to Heaven. Still in the Manchester United half on the right-hand side. Euro. Poor pass given away to Leeds. Aronson making the ball. He's into the box now. Aronson's got a chance of shot. He scores! Aronson slots it in with his left foot into the far corner and Leeds have taken the lead. Poor pass set Aronson on the way in the inside left position. He went into the box and slotted it past Lamans and Leeds are ahead. And the crowd are going wild, and why not? Leeds take the lead against Manchester United. And there's a post pass by Heaven that set Aronson away, pounced on it, ran into the area, and then slotted it past Lamans. Evan ran past him, and it's a great finish by Aronson there. Kept his composure on his left foot, put it into the far post. Manchester United are going to make a substitution now. And Aronson has really been good in the last 4 or 5 games and deserves all the plaudits that he gets. Euro's going off, bad looks of things. Xerxes comes on. Plays back underway. Headed forward by Goodmanson. Bornau was in there. Hooks it away. Calvert-Lewin chasing the ball. Ball ends up with Lamans. Lamans plays it to Heaven. Out to Martinez on this near side. The Manchester United lefty chips the ball into the centre. It's brought down by Cunha. And Casemiro in the centre circle. Plays out to the right-hand side. Dogo now has to go back. Ball's played into the middle. Sesko. Ball's loose though. Ball down the line. Headed away by Heaven. Martinez into the centre circle is Casemiro. He has to come back to Martinez on the left-hand side, just short the halfway line. He goes back to Heaven. Out to the right. Into the middle, Casemiro. First time ball into Chesko. Cunha. Cunha's equalised. Well, would you believe that? Only a few minutes in the lead and Cunha's equalised. A run into the box on the Leeds right-hand side. Just need to see what happened there with the Leeds defending. He made a run in between Bornau and Strauch. Perry sold himself there by coming out too far. He didn't need to come out and close that out. He had to give the chance for Bornau to get across. And he rolled it past Perry and into the far corner. just exactly what Aronson did. But Perry sold himself there, and Leeds have got to come again now. 2 minutes, like they've done before. Leeds will give it away straight away. Instead of concentrating for the next 5 minutes, they gave the ball away. Bornow gets the ball to James Justin, and he tries to play a ball further down the line. It's 2 straight. Goes all the way through to Perry. Well, it's disappointing for Leeds to give the lead away that easily. High in the air. Header is not won by Strauch. He sold himself. Sesko gets the ball through again. Cunha tries to get the ball through. Shaw was there. Cleared away, but desperately by Leeds. Leeds have got to get the foot on the ball. Calvert-Lewin under pressure from Cunha, being forced back. Plays the ball inside to Bornow. He plays the ball down the line, but he's just given the ball straight back to Heaven. And Manchester United on top at this time after equalising so quickly. Casemiro gives it back to Heaven. Martinez slowing the game right down as he tends to do when he gets his foot on the ball. He's played it back to Heaven. Heaven goes across to the right-hand side. That's Dalot. Looks like Manchester United are playing a back three now. Probably the same as Leeds are playing a 3-5-2. Zirkzee playing up front with Cunha. Seen that goal again there. I think that Perry sold himself. He didn't need to come out that far. Okafor beaten to it quickly. Gruev now. Goodmanson has to go back to the halfway line. Pascal Stout pays it down the line. It's picked up by Manchester United though. Ball goes up into the air. Stack is brought down. Free kick to Leeds. Chance for Leeds to throw one into the box. Stacko's going to take this. In it comes. Headed away to the edge of the box. It's picked up by Aronson there. He's battling for the ball. He's got no support at the moment, and he's had the ball taken off him by Casemiro. Puts it through the legs. Referee doesn't give the free kick to Casemiro as he went down. Stack coming forward. Plays a ball down the line for Okafor. Plays his ball in first time. It's cleared away by Heaven on his 6-yard line. Out for the throw to Leeds. Goodmanson goes across for the long throw. It's level with the 18-yard box over on the left-hand side. Strout comes up. Biol, Bornow, Calvert-Lewin. So all the big guys are in there. If they can just get a flick on as the ball goes high into the air. It is flicked on. Okafor. Oh, it's a great save. Overhead kick, and Lammens diving to his left. Keeps it out one-handed. And then it's cleared for a throw. Great effort by Okafor. Great save by Lammens. It's a real stretch by Lammens. It's a great save because it was going inside the near post. Keeps his team level as Goodmanson goes on to the other side to take another long throw this time. In it comes. Headed high into the air. Bornow lets the ball go out, and it does go out for a corner. Well, he's given it as a goal kick. It's not a goal kick. What have you seen? See that again. Well, it never touched Bono. What was the referee seeing there? He never saw anything. He got that completely wrong. It should have been a corner for Leeds. The referee got that completely wrong. Headed forward by Gruev. Comes to Aronson, twisting and turning, lays it back to Goodmanson. Flicked it inside. Goodmanson can't pick that loose ball up though, and actually fouls. Can't see where that was. He fouled Goodmanson there. Casemiro lays the ball inside. Sesko led the ball off. Bono gets in though. Gruev gives it to Aronson. Aronson tries to play the ball through to Calvert-Lewin, but there's no chance of it getting through there. It needed to be a ball out wide for him to run onto. Gruev wins the ball back again. Try to lay a ball out wide to Dogu to run onto, but it's too straight and goes all the way through to Perry. He lays it out to Strauch. Stack gives it back to him. It comes across to Biol on this near side now, coming forward to the halfway line. Tries to play the ball inside, looking for the run of James Justin, but it's too far. Leeds squeezing up now, but they've done well to lay the ball through. Agate now in centre of midfield, lays out to the right-hand side. Sesko now with the ball at his feet. The rebound favours Manchester United and they get out to the right to Dogu. On his left foot, he plays the ball inside. Strout gets in there. And Stack, Gruev now, gives it to Aronson. Aronson turns one way, then the other. Looking for support. He has to go out to the left to Goodmanson. Goodmanson gives it to Okafor. Okafor tries to go around the fullback, who gets his foot in. Throw to Leeds. Taken quickly, goes back to Strauch. Given back to Goodmanson. Back to Strauch. Strauch going backwards. Gives it to Gruev, who gives it to Goodmanson. Ball down the line. Okafor was tightly marked and the ball has been lost and picked up by Manchester United. Comes out to Martinez, central. He slows the game right down again. Gives it inside into the centre circle. Martinez again. Heaven. Ball played inside into the middle. Xerxes coming across to the left now, gets the ball out to the left-hand side. Cunha. Xerxes hasn't been tracked into the box. He gets the ball across. And Sesko fires one past the near post. It's a great opportunity for Manchester United to take the lead, and he didn't take it. With his side foot, on his right foot, he let the ball run across him and then side-footed it wide of the near post. Metcha coming on now. Metcha coming on for Okafor. Okafor maybe just carrying a little injury there. It's gone off. Metcha's coming on. So Leeds will have two up front. Metcha and Calvert-Lewin will be playing a bit closer together, which Okafor didn't. He was out wide. And Calvert-Lewin was just a bit isolated. We shall see whether that helps Leeds now. Heaven has the ball. Gives it all the way back. Dalot goes back to Lamans. He drives it long. It's going to be a free head for Strauch. Casemiro gets the ball forward. Gruev gets his foot in there, wins the ball, but Heaven picks up the loose ball. Gives it to Casemiro. Where's the remote? Let's come back on. Cunha now, being chased by Bornow and wins the ball. Bornow and gives it to Shaw. Shaw wins a free kick, takes it quickly on the halfway line. Gives it to Ugarte, lays it back to Heaven. Gruev tries to play it away by Stack. Stack can't get in there. And all of a sudden the coverage starts playing up. Just the last 15 minutes. Martinez gives it to Heaven. Heaven goes back to Lemons. Lemons left-footed, goes long. Header won by Strout, but it's picked up by Xerxes. And he goes long, but it's far too long. Takes one bounce and it's in the arms of Perry. Perry rolls it out. Beal gives it to Strauch. Foul by Dorgu. Free kick to Leeds on the halfway line. Alfie Haaland there, his son, should be playing for Leeds, not Manchester City. He was born in Leeds, but that's the way it goes. Goodmanson for the touchline now. Dallow did well just to get in front of him. Goodmanson was convinced it was a corner. Dallow let the ball run out. Referee gives the goal kick. Look at this coverage. It's been great all the time. It just keeps cutting out for a few seconds. Lamans goes long. Xerxes picks the ball up in midfield. Stacks tracking him. Ball now gets in there. It's a good tackle. Calvert-Lewin can't get the ball. Heaven lays it all the way back to Lamans. Good header won by Beal. Stack flicks his ball forward. It's picked up by Manchester United. Casemiro lays it out to... Look at this. My coverage is almost a minute behind it now because of all these breaks. Strout now coming forward. Plays the ball down the line. It's well over hit. Some more substitutions for Leeds. Tanaka and Nonto getting stripped off, ready to come on. Daniel Farker having a word with the subs before they come on. Few words of wisdom. With 12 minutes to go, this game is there for grabbing by either side. Lamans goes high. Ball's played through. For Sesko on the edge of the box. Perry's out. I thought a bit slower than that. Gets the ball away. The throw is taken quickly by Manchester United. Goes back to Heaven. Martinez back to Heaven. Strout can't get in there. Xerxes holds him off. Sesko again. Plays it through. There's a push in the back there, is there? The free kick's given. Yeah, Goodmanson. Pushed in the back by Dorgu. Leeds substitutions come on now. Gruev goes off. Tanaka comes on. Bornau comes off. And Nonto comes on. So maybe Leeds are going to a back four now, maybe. Daniel Farker's going for it. He wants to win this. Can they get the ball forward to these players now? Free kick goes long. Up is Calvert-Lewin. He wins it. There's a push in the back there. Is there on Meche? Meche wins it. He flicks the ball over the top, but it's a bit too high. And Lamans can come out and collect that ball. He gives it to Martinez. Looking for a long ball forward again. Biol wins the header. Brought down by Cunha. Zexi now, he's got a man out wide. He gets out wide to Dogo inside the Leeds area. Now lays it back to Cunha. Did Cunha's shot, was it the near post? Did it hit the near post and go out for a goal kick? Or did Perry save it? Just hits the outside of the post. A curling shot with the right foot hits the outside of the post. If it had been on target, Perry would have saved it anyway. Goal kick's taken high into the air. Flicked on. Bornau lays it out. Just can't come to Willie Nonto. Goes back to Martinez. Martinez spreads it wide to the right-hand side. Dogu gets it back to Dallo. Dallo hits it forward, looking for Zexi. Zexi can bring it all down. There's a foul on Dogu by Goodmanson. Free kick given. Into the last 6 or 7 minutes. It's there to be won if someone wants to take that chance. There'll be one more chance for one of these teams so far. It's whether they can take it or not. Dogo wanted a free kick as the ball was played down line. Thinks he was obstructed, but Biol picks the ball up. Strauch. Goodmanson wins the throw. Ball's out on the right-hand side now. It's with James Justin, played inside to Tanaka, back to James Justin, and then he goes all the way back to Perry. Perry rolls it forward into the path of Biol. He rolls it into Nonto. Ball ends up back with Biol. Biol gives it to Tanaka, who came short for it. Back to Biol. Leeds not going forward, going side to side. Biol looking for a ball. Gets into Willie Nonto. Willie Nonto gets out to the right-hand side now. James Justin got a bit of space. Played into Willie Nonto again. He tries to play it inside. Nonto picks the ball up again. It's deflected high into the air. Calvert-Lewin plays it. There's a push down there by Aronson, was it? He went down. Don't look like there's any foul given. Zexi, but Nonto gets in front of him. Tanaka hits it into the air and it's possession given away. Martinez chips the ball forward. Cunha goes down. Pushed in the back by Nonto. Free kick given. Sprays out to the right-hand side, looking for Dogu. Header goes high in the air and is brought down by Dogu, is he? Meche working hard for it. So is Aronson. Sesko ends up coming up with it. Dogu loses the ball. Aronson coming forward now. Dogu chasing him down. Dallo wins the ball back. Casemiro lays it into Heaven. Martinez. Shaw goes back to the halfway line. Heaven. He gives it back to Casemiro. Little pass to his left to Heaven. Back to Casemiro. Into the last 5. Into the centre. Laid off to Casemiro. Out to the right. Dogu plays the ball inside to Xerxes. Xerxes turns and lays it back into the middle. Ugarte. Martinez comes up in support. He puts a ball into the box that's cleared away by Biol, high into the air. Martinez brings the ball down, but he has the ball taken off him. Calvert-Lewin picks the loose ball up. Then he's brought down, is he? No, nothing given. Ugarte lays it out wide to the right-hand side. Dogu, with Goodmanson in front of him, gets a crossing that's headed away by Stack. Calvert-Lewin waiting for the ball that's bouncing high. Now Calvert-Lewin can chase one, but Heaven's in front of him and lays it back to Lamans. Ball goes long, flicked on, but no one anywhere near that ball. It's flicked on. It's picked up by Tanaka. Tanaka gives it to Biol. James Justin looking for the run down the line of Willie Nonto, but it's headed away by Luke Shaw. Picked up by Casemiro. He tries to hook one left, looking for Cunha. Manages to bring it down. Deflected out for a throw. Pirro coming on. Aronson going off. He's had another good game. Scored the Leeds goal. Pirro gets the last 5 minutes. See if he can win these points for Leeds. Coming down the line again, left-hand side, cuts back inside Martinez, then goes back into his own half to give it to Casemiro. Casemiro looking for a long ball, just goes to his right to Heaven, who's just about on the halfway line now. Xerxes comes short for it. It's laid back to Dallo, back to Heaven. Heaven left-footed goes diagonally across, headed away and picked up by Willie Nonto. Nonto plays the ball into Stack now. Stack going down the middle. He's got the ball out to Pirro. Pirro! On the edge of the box on the Manchester United right-hand side. On his left foot, he curls one, looking for the far corner, and it's just over the bar. See what he was trying to do, and it drops on the top of the netting on the back of the goal. So close, and Lamans was well beaten. Willie Nonto wins the ball, but somehow it comes out to Shaw on his left-hand side. He's going to go back to Martinez. Into the last minute. Dallo goes back to Lamans. Lamans left-footed. Pirro can't win the header, but it drops at the feet of James Justin into Pirro. Pirro gets it to Stack now. Stack lays it out to the left-hand side. Goodmanson going for the corner. Dogu's with him. Oh, he's gone inside, Dogu. Dogu manages to get his foot in, though, for the throw, and it's going to be a Goodmanson long throw. Can't imagine there's going to be much added time, so he's got to go for it here. Can Goodmanson get a good delivery from this throw? And it comes now, long throw, up high into the air. Headed away. And the referee's seen a foul there by Strauch. Well, it's Dogo who went down. He was pushed in the back by Stroke, but he went down pretty easily, if the truth is known. And as we go into added time, free header, Calvert-Lewin going for it. It's hooked back up in the air. Stack wins the ball, looking for Bornau. Not Bornau, Metcher. Sold Metcher short with a return ball, though. Tanaka wins the ball back. Well done, Tanaka. He's got support inside. Across to the right-hand side to James Justin now. Nonto goes out wide. Ball's into Nonto. It's just sent him a little bit wide, but he's got a chance to put a good cross in there. And it hits Cunha and goes out for a corner. They're appealing for an handball there, but Cunha must be worried about it because he's giving it the old finger like that. So he must be worried about it. If he starts wagging his finger, if he had nothing to worry about, he won't be wagging his finger. Let's have a look at that. Oh, I don't. Hey, do you know? His arm was up high. It's off his foot and onto his arm, so he'll get away with that. If it had hit his arm straight away, it would have been a penalty. Off his leg onto his arm, won't be a penalty, that one, unfortunately. Michael Kelly says United go on and win. Which United? Stack's going to take this corner from the right. And it comes now. Headed away. Casemiro headed back in by Stack. Edge of the box. Headed by in. Stack again. To the edge of the box. Pirro's shot is blocked on the edge of the 6-yard box and cleared away. Nonto's going to bring it down, can he? He's headed it back in and given it away. And now Manchester United could come down the left. Cunha. Nobody with him. He has to go back to Luke Shaw. Shaw goes back to Martinez. 4 minutes of added time. Agate now. Tried to give it to Shesko, but he wasn't looking, and Leeds picked the ball up. Nonto, was he fouled? No, he wasn't fouled. Casemiro took it off him. Nonto stayed down. Zexi has the ball now. Out to the left-hand side to Luke Shaw. He's got a chance of picking a crossing. Hits it straight at James Justin, and it goes out for a throw. Long throw. Cunha gets the man of the match. In the throw comes now. High into the air. Luke Shaw, it's on Biol, and then headed on by Biol. Nonto helps it further on. Back to the halfway line. Martinez gives it to Lamans. Lamans plays the ball high. Heaven can't win it. Calvert-Lewin gets it to Nonto. Luke Shaw with him, having to go backwards. Gets the ball inside to Tanaka. Tanaka's going to go long and left, looking for Metcher. Metcher brings it down nicely. It's 3-on-3 now for Leeds. Oh, and he tried to get it into Calvert-Lewin, and the ball was no pace in it to get there, and it was cut out. Great chance for Leeds. Tanaka wins the ball back again. Tanaka's away down the left-hand side again. He's got support with Metcher again. Leeds coming forward into the box. Metcher onto his right foot. Has to go backwards. And Cunha helped his defensive. Stack wins the ball back. Pirro's in there. The ball's bouncing around. Tanaka goes for a header. Xerxes now on the halfway line. Strauch brings the ball back again. Looking for a pass. His pass is blocked by Casemiro. Cunha's in there. Gets it into Bornau. Flicked it inside to Pirro. Pirro goes into the box. Dalot gets the ball away. To the edge of the box. It's Stack. Stack hits one. It's over the bar. Had to have a go. It sat up nicely for him to hit it. But he's wide of the target. Could be the last chance gone. He's just hit across it, hasn't he? He's sliced it away. Stack there. That's time up. Just whether the referee gives any more time now. Lamans drills it long. Stack wins the high ball. Pirro coming down the left-hand side. Bornau gone forward. Leeds coming across again. Tries to give the ball to Nonto. It's not in front of him and he can't get there. And Manchester United hook it way down the line. Casemiro's pass is sliced out. It's a throw to Leeds. How much more time is the referee going to give? Tanaka puts a cross into the box. Brought down by Calvert-Lewin on the edge of the box. Puts the ball in. Cunha gets in the way. And the referee blows the whistle and it's a draw. Exciting at the end there. Leeds and Manchester United going head to head. But it's a 1-1 draw. I think both teams will be disappointed. Leeds could have opened a gap up between themselves and West Ham in 17th, 18th position. But a point just gets them a little bit further out. Manchester United, they've gone up into the last of the European places, but teams below them can overtake them later on. Exciting in the second half. The first half was a bit drab, but probably a fair result in the end if the truth was known. And we move on. We move on to the next game. Hope you've enjoyed the live watch along today. If you want to become a subscriber, then please do before you go. Hit that like if you've enjoyed watching with us as well. And of course, if you want to join us for further ones, hit the notification bell. The next one will be the Arsenal-Liverpool game on Thursday. If you can join us for that, we'll be happy to see you there. But in the meantime, if you want to become a subscriber, please do hit it. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you on Thursday.